Okay, so I chose my desired shape. Okay, I took recycled seaweed thing box, and I cut out, because it's pretty thin, so I cut out 2 layers of that chipboard, glued together. The same for the wings. So I wanted that like a flying heart, you know, those what do you say, grungy style. Then I layered some lace, and I cut it with the die as well. And this lace I purchased from Nita. Thank you, Nita. So I backed up the heart and the wings to have that texture, the same texture. And then I started to layer everything. And I was trying to choose the junkiest thing I can find in my, you know, stash. So I never use those blue pearlized flowers, you know, like the trim around. So I started with that, and I put it all the way around. You cannot see it, but yeah, it's all the way around there. That was my first move. Then I said, okay, what's next? Then I put some of my lace right here around. You cannot see, it's all covered. Then I put that spoon trim from Hobby Lobby, and I adhere it. Then I thought, maybe something hanging, and I went through my dies, and I used this Tim Holtz die with the key, a keyhole, and that I don't know, nudge, lodge, whatever that type of arrow. So I adhered that, and then I went into my junky box, and I wanted to hang something, and I found this. It's perfect, something for movement. Then because it's a name tag, I needed to fit the name so it will be a name. And I used this chipboard letters for my stash, and I actually adhere them first on my wide lace from my store, because it's easier to line up that. So and I used out of the other collection the capital N for Natasha. Oh yeah, I cut out of chipboard the clock, and it's actually broken into pieces, like in here, cut off, because I didn't have enough of chipboard. But hey, perfect. So I layered that clock in there, and then I layered the name across. And then I love that book plate from Tim Holtz die, and I double that, and I attach the clock. I don't know, cannot think of it. You know what I'm saying. Attach that with this junky pin, and then I used the paper bag lady doily, the leaf that Annie sent me, Ever Blooming Crafts. Thank you, Annie. This flower I purchased from Biddy Bam Bam when she was closing her shop. This is Wild Orchid Craft Tulips. I just absolutely love them. Don't have the rosette sprays, you know, so I'm using tulips. Yeah, well, what the heck. some Wild Orchid Craft roses in that not pretty brown, but hey, it's gonna be all covered. A button from my stash, the key from my stash, and you can see that trim sticking out. And I actually sprayed the flowers for more dimensional, look. Then I die cutted the crown, and here is some more flowers, Wild Orchid Craft, and this is from my store, and the button that from my stash. So yes, did it say the key? Yeah, I think so. It is ready to be gessoed heavily. So that was the first step. Okay, next one, you're gonna see this whole thing gessoed. Okay, now you see that I gessoed everything dozen times. Not dozen, of course, not dozen. So first I used this clear gesso as the first layer. Then I actually used the white gesso, and I think in here I have like 3 layers of those gessos. Okay, so it all sealed in and dried out. I actually dried with the heat gun in between because I was so impatient. And but then I literally needed to wait for it because it was soaking wet. And here you see it is a string to put it around your neck because it is a name tag. So I just fit it through this ribbon because I'm getting ready to paint, and I want to paint that ribbon as well in the same tones of these name tag. And what I'm trying to do right now is see a couple swatches in here, and I'm making little swatches of this kit, 10-second studio Verde paint, and it has brass, copper, iron, bronze, patina. It's only 4. So something is missing. I don't know. Anyway, so I have 4 colors, and I want to see the reaction, and then I want to put my color swatches, tags around the around this name tag, and I'm gonna decide which color is gonna go where and which colors I need to activate with the Verde spray, or which ones I just want to leave be. So you see they all activates with the different colors. So yeah, that's the next step. And then I'm gonna show you how I how I'm gonna be painting it. Okay, see you in a few. Okay, so now I used my 10-second studio kit, and I went and go ahead and colored my heart into metal colors. This is the color of brass. So I took my tiniest brush, and I just tab, stuff in there and in here, and then I switched to copper. No, I'm sorry, wrong. This was the copper. This is the copper, reddish. The brass is, I put Natasha in that brass gold, this frame, and dangles as for the brass. So, and then I started to blend the copper into iron and into bronze. So for the bronze, well, how I chose my colors, I'm starting from the lightest and going into the darker one, blending color on the color. Okay, so I started from the brass. I finished my brass about and a half, and then I started to add no, I'm sorry, I was calling copper. I started with the copper, went into iron, which is this, and then here copper on iron and on a bronze. And for the bronze, I chose all the metal hinges and the clock, the clock gears and stuff like that. So the key. So that's how it looks. And now I'm gonna be in a process of spraying it with the 10-second Studio Verde patina, and this is gonna be challenging thing for me to do. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, so I'm gonna stop recording now, and I might record it for you guys. I'm not sure. Okay, so yay. Okay, see you in a few.